So then the 4 months that I had him kicked out of my house, he was calling from his sister's house, begging me to come back. And I told him I just don't know. Because all you ever do is disappoint me. You provoke arguments with me in front of my child. I'm like, this relationship is getting toxic. And he's begging me. He's like, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Just please forgive me, he said. Because now I'm sleeping on a park bench every night. My sister put me out because she says that I'm a bad influence on her son. So something told me to look out of my window. And there was a park that was right across the street from my apartment section where I lived, and I saw him, and he had a blanket that he was laying on in the park, and he had his duffel bag, and he had his phone to his ear. So I called him back, and I said, "That's you outside at that park laying on the ground?" He's like, "Yeah, I told you, my sister put me out." So I let his ass come back. For a little while, it seemed like he was going to do right. But at that point, I was just tired of his shit. Even though I let him come back and live with me, I was just ready for the relationship to be over with. So I got on my phone and got on my Facebook, and I contacted Terrell, and Terrell answered back. And I sent Terrell my phone number through Messenger, and Terrell called me, and me and my daughter walked to the mailbox. I used that as an excuse, cause he was on the porch barbecuing for me, but at the same time, I just needed to do that, because I wasn't happy in the relationship at that point of time. So I was talking to Terrell on the phone, and Terrell was asking me, "Where do you live now?" And I said, "Look, I said, I still live the same apartments that I was at when you and I were currently dating. But I'm with somebody now, but I'm on the verge of breaking up with them." And then he's like, "Well, once you break up with them, just give me a call and I will come over there." And I was just thinking to myself, how in the hell I'm going to do that? Because I still have feelings for this was the ex of 5 years. I still have feelings for this dude, and then this dude was sleeping on the park bench and on the ground in the park, embarrassing me and himself. Then I let him come back, and I was just not happy in the relationship, and I just kept thinking to myself, how did I let this person in my personal space, how did I let him move in with me, and I didn't know that he had such ugly ways and other shit that he would put me through, and he would even try to get his family involved in our arguments and in our altercations, to the point where he would talk about me, saying on the phone with one of his sisters, saying that I was treating him wrong, that I had something to say to him every time he would stay out late. And I was somehow treating him like a kid because he grown just like I'm grown. And as long as, he come back to me every night, I shouldn't be worried about him staying out late. And then he tried to put me on the phone with his sister. And once he put me on the phone with his sister, and she was like, "What's going on with you and him?" And I'm like, "First of all, your brother is spoiled." And I'm like, "He cannot be putting me on the phone with you or y'all other sister or nobody in y'all family. I'm grown. Okay? And I run this household. Your brother is just a guest." And the whole time he sitting across from me on my bed looking at me crazy. And I'm like, no one's doing anything to